Okay, guys, we're live in my house.
Boys?
These two guys broke in. They stole their jerseys early.
Absolutely, man. These jerseys are phenomenal. Look at this. Look at
Big
this.
shout out to All Covered Roofing
All covered roofing.
and whatever I got here.
Fortune Capital Group.
Fortune
That's
Capital.
right.
Yeah,
You
thank
should
you,
have just
guys.
put all the sponsors on this jersey because this is like the winning team anyway. So
Boys, the jerseys are legit. I can prove.
the fit's official.
Really
The fit's
good.
official.
Yoni, could you turn around? Can we see the name on the back
Yes,
here?
100%. Got Snake. That was what was voted. We go with the demand of the people.
I hear
Okay.
you.
All
All right,
sounds
let's
good.
do it, boys.
We talk about the Panthers today.
All right, cool. We got a nice team. You want to start?
I guess I could start. I got to be careful what I say because I play them tomorrow morning. So, going through their draft, obviously they got a little messed over with the quarterback situation. They were able to come in and steal Saul Towell at 39, which was good if he works out. Week 1 it didn't work out, but I guess you could make the argument of the rain. It wasn't a quarterback type of game. So now matching up against
And
them
it's been
tomorrow.
Jaguars, all right.
They played the Jags, which is a good team.
Yeah,
and
so
they kept
we're
it. They
gonna-
kept it a close game. But if it wasn't a rain game, meaning rain games are just like it's different. It's not really coming down to your quarterback and what he's going to do. It's more about how your scheme is going to be. So, I guess tomorrow is the first real test, and it's going to be against us of what Saul Towell could do. We got Danny Mastery, Mark Esses, two great receivers, and then you got Shosh, who's really a defensive mind. His actual playing ability, I wouldn't say it's top. I would say he just knows where to be on the defensive side. As a receiver, I would put him as a fifth rounder, sixth rounder. He's not a good receiver. As a defender, I think he is up there. Once again, he's not a crazy defender, but after Danny and Mark, for that third spot, he could do his job and run that defense. He really has the mind.
Are we going like player through player? Or
I'm just running through the list.
So maybe
really.
let's do a
Victor
player.
Batty, obviously, I was with him last year. He's great.
Let's do this.
Aaron
Let's do this.
Miller,
Wait, hold on.
Hold on,
Let's
hold
do
on.
player by player. No, because that's
Well, I'm
the
not.
official
I'm
way of
looking.
doing
I'm
this.
looking. All right, so we could do player by player.
Yeah,
Danny
we're doing
Massey.
the draft
Talk
class.
about
We're
it.
definitely doing a draft class. Pick
All
a year.
right,
So.
Danny Massey's a dog. I'm
Wait,
gonna
let's
say
do
that.
this.
I played with him
Let's
last
start
year.
with the Panthers. You got Joey Ehrman, right, captain of the team. Obviously, he flopped in the quarterback situation in the beginning, right? I don't think it was his fault. He just didn't see it coming.
100%. But I mean,
But I
you
think-
can make the argument that if you know what you're doing in a captain position, you're taking your quarterback and you're not taking chances. I think that was a big rookie mistake by trying to get on the back end, trying to get his quarterback. Which look, Adler didn't even play great. So
Right, but you know
Let's
what? I don't think he factored in the whole trade situation, what was happening there.
Yeah, Zach, you
But,
really screwed him over.
100%. You don't take your chances.
So definitely got screw it. I don't know if there was some insider trading over there happening, but I gotta give it to him. He definitely recovered. He definitely recovered on picking up someone awesome. I played with Saul. I think the first time I actually joined the DFL. We were like, I think we were the Baltimore Ravens also, something like that. But I think he's solid. I think he, going through the draft class, he picked up a pretty good quarterback. I think he has a good, football head, football mind, and he knows how to rally a team. So props to Joe, Ehrman for picking him up. And if we're like rating Joe Ehrman, he's great player, knows what he's doing on the line, very consistent.
Right.
That's what I feel.
I would say if they didn't, I'll give Aaron credit. After he got messed over there with that trade, this team is automatically a D, and I'm not going to give them a D. He recovered because of his recovery and how he ended up pulling everything off past that. He once that happened in the draft, everyone's like, okay, this team is the worst team in the league, no question. I'm not going to go say they're the worst team in the league now because he recovered very well from it. They got Danny and Mark, and especially Shosh with that playing that number 3 role. So I think he recovered very well from it. So I'm not going to go give them a D, but I don't think that they're a top team in this league. And I think that, look, I'm playing them tomorrow. I think we'll take care of business.
What do you think the score is going to be tomorrow?
I think we got them. I haven't seen Saul play.
The only thing I would worry about tomorrow, right, is Victor Batty on the line.
So Vic is not playing tomorrow, actually.
He's
Just
not.
breaking
Oh,
news.
wow.
That
So
is
who's
breaking
playing
news.
on?
Breaking news. I don't know.
That
yet.
definitely helps you guys a lot,
I think
by
Vic.
the
I think Vic ended up just was a healthy scratch.
This guy is Vic is a dog, man. This guy is.
Vic's
He
good.
would
So overall, I don't
shimmy
think their team's
nonstop.
bad.
Shimmy, I'm throwing salt at you, by the way, for the whole week, But yeah, Victor was there, man. He would tear you up.
I don't think Vic's that. I don't think this team. I don't think they're as bad as they could have been. But I don't think they're a top team. I think they. It's really gonna come down to Saul if he's able to play. I just don't see Saul being able to play. Like 3 years ago, DFL maybe. I think DFL
Saul
stepped up its game.
I think Saul has some nice weapons. Like, listen, going into the next person in the draft, Danny Mastery, right? This guy's an absolute stud. Played with him last year. He was amazing, right?
He was good. Our Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins, right? They had to break us up. But Danny Mashke's he's awesome on both sides of the ball. He's very competitive, very aggressive. If he can connect somehow with Saul and just find how do you say, the connection between the both, right? Where they can trust each other.
I'm not confident in Saul at quarterback, I'll be honest. Look, I think they recovered very well. I'm not confident in Saul.
I think Danny's that good that he doesn't have to.
I don't think Danny's that good. He doesn't have to be. I think he's a good player. I think he's a great player. I don't think he's a dog.
No loyalty.
I don't think like he's a no. Like I don't think he's going to be able to. It's not like you're a Robert Tobias. Like you give anyone whose quarterback's going to go. Danny was the first player off the board. You give him props. He's a great player. I'm not saying he's not a great player. But I don't think he's going to be able to just do what he could do with no quarterback, with a quarterback like Saul Tower.
I think Joey picked up a great deal with Danny because Danny's just not. It's not a one-sided
no
ball.
one's arguing that.
He's not a one-sided ball, right? So
100%.
he's definitely a defensive player too. I think he showed up on the highlight reels, right? If I'm not correct.
Yeah, he was number one.
Danny could play.
Yeah, number one.
I'm not saying not. Danny could play. I played with him last year. We all played with him last year. He's a great player. Don't get me wrong on that. I don't see him being able to take over a game like you have a guy like Rob. You could have Saul Tower as his quarterback. I'd say Rob is still going to compete. They're still going to win games. I don't know if Danny's that type of guy. Now, Mark Estes, I didn't see him play.
Who is Mark Estes?
So I didn't see him play. Officially, the kid's great, and he's very, very
he
fast.
He got picked up on 10, right? So
on the wrap.
He's got to be great.
So they say
he's
a
wide receiver.
Wide receiver.
I think so.
Yeah. Very quick. Very.
You never played in DFL before, or did?
No, never.
No. New guy, so rookie.
From what I heard, he's good. Obviously, week one, you can't really take anything from week one from the rain, and it wasn't really.
Do you think Ironman had some like insider trading too, like picking up a 10?
No, he had no, because he was supposed to get a quarterback. Then he had no idea.
Right, so why would he pick up Mark if unless
you think
Danny
would Danny have still been available?
Would Danny be available?
If he took Adler at
no,
I don't think so. No,
Danny would have went to the Chiefs. So that's my analysis. I think they're a good team. I'm sorry, I take it back. I don't think they're a good team. I don't think they're trash.
Don't do it. Hold on. You're flying right through, man.
Oh, who's
CZS?
So that's Shosh. He's a good player.
What is Shosh? What does that mean? What does that mean? What's the name?
Chaim Zev Shoshana.
Chaim Zev Shoshana. I love that.
I believe. Don't quote me on that. I believe that's what it is.
Sounds like a fake diamond. I don't know, bro. That's what it sounds like to me. But
I'll give you the rundown on Shosh. I played him for a very long time. Could he take someone like me? Could he take someone like anyone? A wide receiver one? No, he will not be able to keep up.
Why are you guys laughing, bro?
He will not be able to.
Am I right though? Like I don't know.
He won't be able to keep up with a wide receiver one. Absolutely not. Is he a good?
I know Elliot had some things to say about him.
Elliot had the best to say about him.
Yeah, Elliot had some things to say.
What did he say?
I don't remember what he said.
He said like CZ5 needs to show up or something like that.
He's got to show up.
He got to show up because he was picked at 23. But I think, look, once again, I think he's a great fit for where he is because they have Danny and Mark ahead of him. So he's not being relied on to cover a wide receiver one or a wide receiver two. He could really scheme that defense, and if they use him properly, like if he was on my team, if he was on Siegel's team, I know he would be one of the key pieces of the team because you have to know how to utilize someone like that. But just as a player, like what's his
where
caliber,
is he defensively?
He's not. It's very hard to explain. Like he's not going to be able to go and guard a guy one-on-one like that. He's very good at if he has a Danny and a Mark ahead of him, he could scheme that whole defense and make that defense shut down if they know how to use him right. If he was on my team, if he was on Siegel's team, he would be one of the key pieces in our defense. Is
it fair to say that like Victor Abadi, he's a great player, top player. I think he's very consistent. Like he showed up a bunch of times on the highlight reel last year, player of the week. He's absolutely a stud when he comes to playing the game. I feel like him and Joey Ehrman on the line. I mean, if he was on the line, this would be very competitive against you, just because you don't have a strong O line. I'm sorry to say that, but that being said, that would have been very tricky for you guys, and that could have been a game changer. So it really depends on who they have to replace Victor tomorrow. Did you guys lock that in?
They did not. This all just happened now. But like, I'm not even focusing. Like tomorrow's game, we got it in the bag. I don't even care who plays. Like we got that game. I'm not worried about it.
I'm glad
you heard it here first. We're confident. We're ready to go. I just don't think Saltel has it. I think that in DFL 2 years ago.
Who's this guy, Elliot Trent?
Elliot Trent, I don't know. Well,
is he also a rookie guy?
Yeah, he's a rookie guy.
All right. So if I have to grade, if you have to grade, let's do this. If you had to grade the Panthers, what would you think?
I would say if they had any other quarterback besides Saltel, I would be giving them in the B's, even a B plus.
B plus?
If they had other.
The Cowboys were a B plus.
No, if they had a different quarterback. If they had a quarterback.
You had to get mine, bro.
If they had a quarterback that's not Saul. If they had a good quarterback, they'd be B plus to A minus. I think that since Saul is the quarterback and they have a lot to work on, I just think that once this team starts losing games, then you have Danny who's going to get frustrated, and then you have Shosh doesn't have that ability to really get the team together because he doesn't. It's his first year. He's not going to be able to. I'm going to give them a C plus. I don't think they're a great team.
All right. First of all, I feel like these are like the pizza review. You know, like Dave Portnoy's giving out these like 7/8s to everybody. It's bullshit. By the way, I just want to say that. First things first. The Cowboys are an A+. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I gotta give like a shout out to Mo Doak, you know, for helping me out. That was most of his insight. We didn't really talk about.
We're not grading you guys right now.
No. We did. I just got to clear up the air. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do that. We are amazingly a defensive team. So we're gonna we didn't talk about that on the first, you know, on the initial draft rating. But I want to say that the Cowboys are definitely an A+, if not an A at worst. You know what I mean? Now, if I'm grading the Panthers, I gotta say, due with what he came out with, I gotta give him a C, just because he has a decent line. I think he has Danny M, which is also a factor. It'll definitely help him out throughout the weeks. You know,
You got Danny M, but he got a C. I'm saying.
well,
Like,
no, but that's what I'm
Danny
saying.
M.
At the end of the day, like if they can, because they can pull it together on some games, right, against other teams. I don't think every other team is great. You know, as a B+. So I feel if they have their complete team playing, they might be able to pull up. Again, there's some guys in here that I don't even know, like the CZS guy, the Elliot Shrem, Marquez. I don't know these guys. So hopefully if they pull up and they could be studs, and we don't even know it. So
Right.
At the end of the day, I got to say I'm giving these guys a C+.
I give a C+.
C+.
So there you go. So you're coming on me.
So we agree on the C+. You know
So
what
I'm
I
going to
mean?
agree on the C+, 100%.
All right. Now
And by the way, I do agree with the Cowboys. I do. When the draft was over, I said the Cowboys had the most complete team.
Yeah,
so I'm going to give you guys credit there.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I can't say the same about you guys, but
I don't need it.
I love you.
We don't need
Yon.
it.
I love you,
We don't
man.
need it. We don't need it.
All right, going to the Chiefs now, right? We